Hi, everyone. Welcome to TechState. Today, I want to answer a question that gets asked by interviewers. Have you ever been in a conflict at work? Have you ever had a conflict situation with your colleagues? And to answer this question, we have to, number one, look at this question from a professional perspective, making sure that we are someone who is able to resolve conflicts, right, without getting it heated up. It is better to avoid conflicts, of course, but then there are moments where everyone is, overwhelmed, or everyone could be under pressure because of the deadlines that your project is supposed to be delivered, and etc. To effectively answer this question, what has worked for me in the past is that yes, I have had a conflicting situations with one of my colleagues. The story that I was testing had a bug, right? Or so did I thought. There was a bug which was related to that story. Now, it's our job as a test engineers, QA engineers, we have to report or document the issues and the bugs that we see while we are testing our story. Now, for me, the situation was uh, I created a bug, documented it, and of course attached all the documents and screenshots. But then the developer who worked on it, whom I assigned the bug to, came back and said this was out of scope for the story that I was testing. Now, obviously, we could go back and forth saying, "Hey, this is in scope or out of scope," and etc. In order to avoid a conflict situation, this was more of a disagreement. To my understanding, it was more on the disagreement side of the acceptance criteria and definition of the story. To resolve this situation, I had created a meeting with the product owner, included the developer who was working on it, and we had a discussion around the acceptance criteria and definition of the story, obviously, which is the business requirement, right? Then she said that it was not in scope, but at the same time, we should have captured it during our sprint grooming. So then, obviously, this is the lesson that I learned is to ask as many questions as you can during the sprint grooming, making sure that both developer and tester are on the same page on the delivery of this story or the business requirement. So yeah, there you go. Communication and proper documentation, right? Asking the questions is the way to resolve or overcome the conflict situations.